Whoa.
Yeah, this is like the big twist or the big.
Faye's like old.
Uh-huh.
Wow. All right, we are more than past the halfway point at the 15th episode. Hi, guys, and welcome to Fanning Out
Cowboy Bebop.
This is a reaction series to Cowboy Bebop from 1998, the animated series. Yeah, I am Kyle, your designated noob, meaning I don't know squat about what's going on in this episode or any future episodes because I've only watched this series up to this point.
And I'm Taymour, your designated fan who has seen this series and loves the series.
And today's episode is called My Funny
Valentine.
That's great. It's kind of like My Bloody
Valentine, but my funny Valentine.
If it doesn't have romance in this episode,
I'm
going to be sick. Astronauts. This feels very Alien, Resurrection / Stranger Things. A little bit Resident Evil vibes. Slight Underworld vibes. But mostly Stranger Things and Alien Resurrection. Ooh, that was pretty.
Frozen heart.
Yeah, they're no good.
They aren't?
Ugh, full of toxic dioxins. I saved these for evidence a while back, but, Huh? Hey, hold on. I know you're hungry, but those things are poison.
Stop her. Ew, that's interesting. She had a spa?
Miss Manley, does it look like the patient is reviving?
Why, yes, Doctor. I believe she is.
What a weird way
Miss
to
Manley,
lean in.
Does she look like an old woman to you?
No, she doesn't, Doctor.
Do you think she's been successfully unfrozen?
I believe so, Doctor.
Whoa.
Can you hear me, huh? You?
This place. Where is it? Where am I? Who are you?
Miss Manley?
She is not acting, Doctor.
I'm Whitney Haggis Matsumoto, your lawyer.
Oh, there's his eyes.
Totus Insurance Company brought me in on the case. I've already done some research on your past. Miss Faye Valentine.
Is that really my name?
It's an especially lovely name. I think it suits you very well.
And so?
We need to know about your memory.
That's a monitor, a hot water pot, that's a cellular phone.
That's a cellular phone?
So I remember everything, really. Everything except my own life.
I see.
And?
And according to the records that we have, when you were 20, well, in a sense, you still are 20, you were involved in a serious accident.
She's in a
They couldn't save you
20-year-old
with
body.
the medical technology back then.
But I'm totally fine, you can see that. I don't have a scratch. Back then, what do you mean?
The accident, it was 54 years ago. You were put into a cold sleep, in other words, cryogenically preserved. Until now, medical technology has finally advanced to a point where you could be fully cured and reawakened. You might say you're a modern version of Sleeping Beauty.
You're kidding me.
I'm very serious, Faye.
Then I'm dreaming.
Listen to me. The year is 2068. This is not a monitor. It's a washing machine.
2068.
This isn't a hot water pot. It's a face cleaner. And this is not a cell phone. It's a biothermometer. You put the round in your mouth.
Liar! You think I'm gonna believe a load of rubbish like that?
Temperature 94.1, pulse 54, blood pressure 40/75.
It's still low.
Hold on!
Your memory is trapped in an earlier era when cell phones had solar antennas.
Then tell me! What kind of accident? I need to know! What was I like before?
Calm down. If you get too excited, you could...
What? What's gonna happen to me if I...
You'll pass out, Faye. Oh, brother.
Huh. She is quite an interesting character. I believe it.
Miss Valentine, hello!
Stay away from me!
What do you get by running away? Listen, Miss Valentine, please.
I can't pay 300 million. It's not fair to revive me and then expect me to pay all that money.
You can deal with the debt payments little by little. I'll do everything I can to help you. And you know, someday your memory might come back to you. If you hang in there, you might meet someone wonderful.
What's this?
It's an ID. If you should die or if you forget yourself, they know who you are and where you're from.
Oh, she has one.
I don't even have one.
Oh, she does.
I don't have an ID at all.
I will give me a key to lock the door to the secret paradise.
You can't remain her attorney for very long if they're in a relationship.
Collection agents. The insurance company got impatient.
What do we do?
If we stay here, we'll both get caught. You better jump out and run.
What about you?
I'll meet you at the medical clinic. All right?
But why are you helping me like this?
A prince has to protect Sleeping Beauty. That's the way it works.
Nice metaphor. I did say I needed there to be romance, right?
Yeah, you did.
He died. Nah, he didn't die. That was just to make her think he
He
died.
just went through all of his paperwork. In the event of an unforeseen accident, his instructions were to transfer all of his assets to you. If you give us a thumbprint here, everything he owns will be yours.
Oh, Whitney. He really did care.
So, is this with your thumb?
Why are all the numbers there in red?
Those are all his debts, but they say debt is an asset.
His debts?
You have got to be kidding!
Of course, I can see now how stupid I was. I mean, if you think about it, he risked his life to save me. And his debt, well, it was a drop in the bucket compared to mine.
So she's like
All in all, it really wasn't that much.
cursed with debt, though.
How long were you in there listening, Spike?
Too long. Your story needs editing.
This guy has a rep as a Don Juan. He's really just a cheap confidence man.
Girls fall for him.
Take note. When others are snoozing, Jet is on the job.
Whitney, Haggis, Matsumoto.
Yeah.
That's him?
Long time no see.
Looks like you've been living very well, Mr. Lawyer.
Why? Because I'm a little plump. Isn't that biased?
I want a full explanation.
Well, I just had a fat implant. It was right after the accident. They squeezed it in through the armpit with a plastic...
Not that!
It's been over 3 years. You look healthy.
Thanks a lot. Were you trying to create a whole new identity?
I wanted to start all over. Start from scratch.
By conning women out of their money?
Well, you became a bounty hunter. I'd say it was destiny.
So everyone was in on it, huh?
I had no choice. The doctor was protecting me. I owed too much, and now he's dead. Maybe I should have just let him come and arrest me. I couldn't ask for more than to have you hand me over to the police.
You think it's safe to leave him alone?
We're here! Welcome, visitors!
So, are you the ones that contacted us?
Yeah, I want to claim a bounty.
I see. Ms. Manley, prepare for rendezvous.
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, doctor.
I'm glad I got to see you one last time. Sleeping Beauty.
Let's go.
It's all right. You don't have to do this for me. It's too risky.
Yeah, she really doesn't owe you much, but
He's
at
trying
all.
to get out.
She's helping him.
Wanna bet?
Yeah, I'll give you 4 to 1.
Just don't breathe so much. Exhale or something.
Hey, wait!
Stay back. We're leaving. Who am I?
Are you sure you really want to know?
Just-
It's going to be hard to swallow.
Freaking tell her.
Are you prepared for all the consequences?
Just do it.
I am.
Are you sure?
Yes. I mean, I don't know what that means, but
Spit it out.
I don't really know myself, I swear.
You're lying.
Who am I? My past? My future? These are questions every human asks at least once in their life.
Who are you?
However, puberty is the only time to worry about things like that. Only people who are bored think such thoughts after a certain age.
I've heard that voice before somewhere.
Here I am. You.
Oh, jeez, is that the doctor from the cryo clinic?
Sure seems that way.
You told me that doctor was dead.
Not dead. I mean, not completely.
How many lies are you gonna tell me before you're through?
You were cryogenically preserved in our labs. That is a verifiable fact. I can guarantee it.
Huh?
What about my past? Who in the world am I?
Actually, I gave you the name Valentine. Yes, I named you after my favorite love song. All the other data on you was lost when the astral gate exploded. So you see, no one knows who you are or why you were put in a cryogenic state.
if her name's Valentine, why did she
Is
go
this
by
guy
Faye?
a doctor or a cop?
Why did she go by Faye?
Pilot of Patrol Ship 118. You're in a vehicle which has been
I think he meant her
reported
last name.
State your department code
Faye is her
now.
last name?
No, Faye's her first
State your
name.
code.
Say it again.
I think he meant like he chose her last name.
Ah.
It's very unfortunate, but we better cut our losses and make tracks.
Good call, Doctor.
You're on your own, Whitney. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye, Whitney.
Wait a minute, Uncle. Don't go.
He's your uncle?
Oh, well, that was quite a bit of info.
I'll take my bounty right here and now.
Ah, that's better.
And good riddance. What a fitting payback for all the sleazy lies you told me.
Well, there is one part that's true.
Ah, this guy.
That I fell in love with you while you were sleeping.
I'm sure he
I
did.
fell in love with Sleeping Beauty.
He fell in love with you physically when you were not
No,
giving
I'm
any
lying.
information.
It's just another lie, you know.
Look who's here. You must really want me back.
Yeah, nice try.
You were jealous.
In your dreams.
I'm still in the dark. I may never know anything about my past.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
Easy for you to say. At least you have a past.
And you have a future. That's what counts.
What's this?
It's your share of the bounty. The big 19,800 reward.
You're kidding.
The smallest of the small fries.
So it wasn't 19,800. I kind of put an extra zero in there.
Sleeping Beast. What is up with this show with almost giving us actual backstory? I'm starting to catch a general theme with this. It's like you kind of get backstory, but barely. Like, okay, to be honest, we got still quite a bit of backstory in terms of we now know that Faye was cryogenically frozen and thawed and brought back into the world. I assume her debt has been paid off after all this time, I would hope. She's had many of opportunity at this point. And she was manipulated by that guy. She made some money off of that, so that helps. He faked his death. He pretended to be in love with her, although he claims he was in love with her when she was sleeping, which is both kind of creepy and also, I'm sorry, that's not love. That is lust. You are lusting after a sleeping woman who doesn't even know you exist. It's not okay. It's fine that you lust because nature be nature, but it's not okay to then say, I fell in love with you while you were sleeping. No. You didn't even know her. She didn't even know her. So you couldn't have fallen in love with her. The point I'm trying to get at is accept the way things are. And so for Faye, she has shaped who she is. And on some level, inherently, she's become what she was always going to become to some degree. And it has worked out well for her. Much like I wanted to live in California much earlier than I did, but there were circumstances that kept me in Ohio longer. But had I not had that happen, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. I probably wouldn't be even living here today. Or if I was, I'd be living nowhere near as nicely. Not that I'm living spectacularly, but for living in LA, I live pretty nicely. So things turned out. And not everything turns out for everyone. Like, for example, I have horrible health. That can't be destiny, but maybe it is. And maybe because of it, I'll find a way to fix it and I'll get myself in a better situation. I know I'm going off on a tangent just because she's trying to figure out her past, but I think it's an important thing that people need to think about is there's no benefit in thinking about what if or how things could have been if only. No. Just think about your situation now, accept who you are, accept your life the way it is. Sometimes it sucks, sometimes it's horrible, but there's always something positive to look forward to. In Faye's case, she's doing well. She's really good at what she does. She makes lots of money. She has a lot more freedom. It doesn't really matter her past. It really doesn't. I mean, it's fine to get curious, but in the grand scheme of things, you just kind of have to let go and stop basing so much of your life that way, because it's almost like, as I always say it, living in a Sunday. And that is, you're always dreading Monday. You can't seem to stop thinking about Monday. It's not doing you any good.
Right.
Let it go. It's not important. And it really isn't important. All that matters in life is that we find our own personal happiness outside of wealth, outside of anything else. We find our own personal happiness, and we find our own personal comforts, and we find our own sustainability. She has all of those things. So I get the need to want to know who you are and where you came from, but it's over. You are a new person now. And that person lived their life, and now it's time to live yours. I don't care if that is the same physical body as you. Just be okay with yourself. That's my message. Be okay with yourself. Love yourself and look for the joy that you can find in your everyday. I'm sorry, I built the more you know into this episode. But that's what I got from her desperately clinging on to try to understand what happened and who she really is. She is who she really is. And she's pretty fly. So who cares? Rambles, but there you go. Anyway, guys, I'm sure Taymour has nothing to contribute.
Not after that long spiel.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for fanning out with us, as always.
See you, Space Cowboy.
Fans out. Goodbye.